Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Epic the Musical reaction video. How are all of you doing? We move on to, is this called the Circle Saga? There's 4 episodes in this saga, or 4 videos. I still don't know what to call them, to be honest. But yeah, there's 4 animatics. We're going to check out 2 today like we have been doing. We're going to check out the Puppeteer and Wouldn't You Like. Now, I have been told loads of things about one of them coming up called There Are Other Ways. And I've been recommended 2. A lot of people telling me to check out Gigi's There Are Other Ways. But tons of people have been asking me to check out, is it Annie's one as well? But apparently that one's a bit saucy, I think is the word people have been using. So I figured maybe we'll check out both. And maybe I'll cut out the other one. And we can, because it seems like people really want to see my reaction to both. And I don't mind reacting to something that's a little bit cheeky. So maybe we'll check out both and I'll just like cut it out and we can put it on Patreon. And I can upload it to Patreon with that version in. So we'll see. If you guys like that idea, let me know in the comment section down below. Because I've seen a lot of comments asking for like both. So I don't mind doing both. Let me know. Anyway, I'm loving this so much. If it's not evident by my reactions already, I get so excited recording reactions to this. So let's continue the journey. Please like the video. Please subscribe for more. And let's jump into the next saga of Epic the Musical, the Circle Saga with Puppeteer.
Captain, I have something that I must confess, something that I must get off my chest. Until it is said, I cannot rest. Captain, you really got...
I also want to point out, so I try and read as many comments as I can on all of my videos, and one comment I found interesting was when I mentioned that Odysseus is literally leading an army of dodo birds, and people said that's actually a good analogy. A lot of the Greek soldiers were famously, you know, not quick-witted. Let's put it politely. And I didn't actually know. So Odysseus was actually considered a genius, some people were saying, in like the mythology. But his men would just like why would you open the damn bag, guys?
Captain, you really gotta make sure this island is secure. But Captain,
there's only so much left we can endure. Whatever you need to say can wait some more. Of that I'm sure.
He just wants to get home,
okay,
man. He just wants to get home.
Eurylochus, back so soon. Where's the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
we came across a palace. Inside we heard a voice. It seemed to show no malice. To greet it was our choice, but nothing could prepare us for the power that awaited inside.
What did
These guys are actually just children. They really are. They're an army of kids. They're an army of fucking children, man. We found this palace. We found this mysterious palace, and this mysterious voice was like, "Yo, come on in." And we were like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Should we go in, guys? Yeah, sure. Should we go tell our boss? No? No, I don't think so either. Let's just go inside."
this palace hide?
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods,
Oh,
monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, cause we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A woman.
What?
She had us in just 2 words.
Come inside.
I don't blame him. All right, I don't blame him. You know, this is literally the story of how I met my wife. You know, she just says 2 words. She said 1, hi, and I was like, I'm gonna marry her. So I totally understand.
What?
She had us in just 2 words.
Come inside.
Great voice. Damn.
Come to the best part of your life.
Damn, he said.
Go ahead and rest wherever you like. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
Cersei.
Only I stayed outside, but the rest went in.
Take
Cersei. I know the name Cersei. Cersei, who is Cersei? She's a goddess, right? Can't remember Goddess of what though. Great vocals, by the way. This song has been so random. It's like had like 3 to 4 different beat switches and like sound like track changes. This is the most bizarre song we've heard so far, and it's the most like layered and complex. Right?
Only I stayed outside, but the rest went in.
Take a seat. Let me bring you all something to eat.
Love her accent, by the way. Great accent. Where's she from? Sounds kind of British.
Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
By the time they ate, it was far too late. For inside the meal,
Think of your past
she had cast a spell.
and your mistakes.
They began to squeal
They'll be the last
and grow snouts and tails.
mistakes you'll make.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a...
Is she British? Her like the accent is amazing. She sounds incredibly British, and I love the accent like pouring into the vocals here. It actually makes the song really interesting. Suits the character nicely as well. That's a real nice touch there. I love how they've done that. I don't know much about Cersei, but based on what he's saying, she's a dick. She invited these poor soldiers. Well, to be honest, I hate all of Odysseus's men, to be honest. The only one I want to see to get home is Odysseus at this point. The rest of them, all the good ones are already dead. The rest of them are just fucking annoying. They all drive me crazy. They're literally just hindrances for Odysseus. It seems like all the men's like main job is to make sure Odysseus doesn't get home. And Odysseus has to fight against his men and everything else. Poor Odysseus, man. But yeah, it's these guys after everything they've gone through, and then they're like, thank you so much for the food and the hospitality, and no, she poisoned us, we're turning into
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power.
God, I love her accent.
I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
They transformed,
This is the price.
and it wasn't quick.
We paid a live.
She turned our men
The world is not
from men to pigs.
and to forgive.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
We have to go save them.
No, we don't. Look at all we've lost and all we've learned. Every single cost is so much more than what we've earned. Think about the men we have left before they're none. Let's just cut our losses, you and I, and let's run.
Of course I'd like to leave now.
I actually completely agree with him. Honestly, I don't know. This might make me just sound like an asshole, but at this point, just go. You know, they made their decisions. They chose to go inside. They brought this on themselves. Listen to your boy here. Get on that ship. Just get the fuck home. Just go home.
Of course I'd like to run, but I can hardly sleep now, knowing everything we've done. There's no length I wouldn't go if it was you I had to save. I can only hope you'd do the same.
Odysseus is just such a great man, isn't he, man? He really is. I mean, he is and he isn't. Let's think about what he did at the beginning of this entire saga, you know? Honestly, what was the point? What was the point? Odysseus took a child's life, and this was the reward? What was the point?
I can hear her still,
No one will find
and her voice deceives.
their way between.
What if she can't be killed?
My nymphs and I.
Will you choose to leave?
Their loving queen.
I don't know.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power.
God, I love this song.
No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer,
She's
yeah.
a clever witch,
This is the price.
and she's hard to slay.
We paid it all.
It's a game of wits,
We draw the line.
but you don't have to play.
Watch from above.
I have to try.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
I love that song. I love that song. It's definitely one of the it's definitely one of like the most unusual songs, I would say. Like how it was all like constructed and put together. It's very strange, you know. It has like almost like a rap verse. It opens very weirdly. I think what makes it for me is Cersei's voice actor. They were fantastic. The vocalist for Cersei is awesome. I love the accent. I love how well that accent is utilized in the song too. It makes this character come across like very egotistical, you know, egotistical, very like, is narcissistic the word where you're like very self-obsessed? Maybe just self-obsessed is the word. But yeah, like that sort of like, I'm the shit, I'm in charge, I'm in control, I have the power, literally said. And I feel like the vocalist really brings that out. You know, like you feel it because of the vocalist, and even like the touch of the accent, like you feel it, and it really like lures you in. You know, this character's like cocky and confident, and it makes you worried for Odysseus. Now, I'm worried for Odysseus, but more worried for his men. Odysseus, at this point so far, seems like the only thing that he is, more than anything else, is loyal. And who he's loyal to more than anyone else is his child, is his wife. I don't think he's going to have any trouble here. I think Odysseus is a man of John Wick style sheer focus. And more than anything, Odysseus at this point wants to go home. And that is it. And I think Odysseus just wants to I think Odysseus just wants to know that at the end of the day, if he does make it home and he's sitting on a porch, to be able to look back at this journey and know that he did everything he could. I think that's more than anything. And if he were to leave right now and leave his men behind, then he would look back at this journey and know that there was a fork in the road where he didn't, where he could have done something, but he chose not to. And I think that's more than anything. Like he said, he has trouble sleeping, and and that's something that he's like dealing with there. And I think we're seeing an example of that where Odysseus, like I said, more than anything, Odysseus wants to be able to freaking sleep, wants to be able to go home with as little regrets as he possibly can have. And this would be an example of him seeing an option he could take, maybe being able to save people, but choosing not to, you know? Honestly, I really love that song. Very weird song, but it was done, I don't know, something about it I really liked. I guess we should move on and see how the story progresses here. Wouldn't you like? Let's see what happens. Is Odysseus going in on his own? Doesn't sound like Circe.
I must say,
Hermes.
brilliant speech you gave.
Who goes there?
Just a friend who could
Interesting.
help you save your men. A foe like Circe's not to be messed with. You want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to send a message.
What's the deal with all the British accents going on here? Have they landed in England? Is that what's going on here? They have. Welcome to England. I mean, there are a lot less pies than I'm used to in this country. And the weather seems nice, but it isn't animatic. There should be way more rain. I mean, I'm literally looking outside my window right now, and it is fucking raining. It's raining, and it's cloudy, and it's dark. Welcome to England. And that's a lovely British summer out there. It's not. It's November. I was just joking. But yeah, the Hermes. Isn't Hermes just like a messenger? Hence the delivery company called Hermes. Like, that's based off Hermes being a messenger. Am I an idiot? I really want to watch Immortals again. I haven't seen it in years.
Hermes? Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on her plate. She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date. She can conjure up a monster that'll grind you to the
God,
bone.
Hermes kicks
She
ass,
has
man.
all the ways to haunt you when you take her on a love. Wouldn't you?
Odysseus sounds like he's in over his head, man. Just turn the fuck around. Right? She sounds... I don't have much faith here. just turn around. Just go, man. Just go, okay? I'm also confused as to what Hermes is exactly offering here. Can he be trusted? I don't know which gods are good, which gods are bad at this point. All of them seem to be a little bit messed up. I also find it interesting with people pointing out that the Greek gods of mythology didn't think that mercy was allowed by humans, and mercy was like, to give mercy was a god's gift to give, like a god's action to give. So for Odysseus to give someone mercy, that actually pisses off the gods because they think it's him acting godly when he shouldn't, right? Which I find really interesting. It actually makes a lot of sense as well, weirdly. But yeah, is there a negative to taking these powers? Have we been watching this series? I like Hermes' vocal.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the
Is
night,
Hermes
the
coming
fight
on there,
lasts
maybe?
for hours.
Same.
You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to?
I'm just saying, when he says deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. Anyone else's sus brain thinking a different thing?
The fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like to?
I love the backing vocals here.
Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Here in the roots of this flower, there lies such a power to take her on. You must consume and digest it, then you'll manifest a being of your creation. All you need's imagination, though it's only for a moment. Till you've beaten your opponent. And I call this route Holy Moly.
That literally sounded like do. What was that, Rick Rolled? It does sound like at the beginning of the Rick Rolled, right? Rick Astley's never gonna give you up. He calls this route Holy Moly. What the fuck is going on? And why is it Odysseus so like just like, alright, fuck it, yeah, I'll try it.
And I call this route Holy Moly.
Holy Moly.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Wouldn't you like it?
Maybe I never thought Hermes was bad. So maybe Hermes is just helping Odysseus. Maybe Hermes doesn't like Circe's. I don't know. Anyone else just feeling like getting some red flags going on here? This is just too fucking convenient.
The fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use
The song is really good again.
Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Hermes, thank you. Don't thank me, friend. You very well may die. Good luck.
Wait. Maybe Hermes just likes Odysseus. Like, you know, likes Odysseus. Wasn't that like quite common in like ancient Greece? Obviously I don't mean anything disrespectful if that doul come across disrespectful. I'm actually just genuinely asking. I thought it was quite common, right? Sexuality in ancient Greece was less like it was more open. Am I wrong in thinking that? For some reason I feel like that was the case. Another reason I'm saying that is because I'm literally looking at Hermes holding a love heart picture of Odysseus. So it does make me wonder. You would assume that if Hermes does maybe have a little bit of a crush on our boy Odysseus, he's not going to be sending him in there with the idea. Because I was actually kind of thinking that, put it this way. If you're about to go and see someone who is a little bit suspicious, and someone says, hey, take this before you go in there, you might be thinking that is a bad no-no. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm basically saying Hermes could have been giving him something that is not going to help him when going in there. That is, in fact, going to be more of a distraction. But if Hermes does sort of have a soft spot for Odysseus, then there's no reason for him to do that to Odysseus. So maybe he did give him something that's going to be beneficial. And then the answer as to why he did that is simply because he's got a little bit of a soft spot for him. Maybe it's that simple. Is there a book on this? Like a really good book? The story is fantastic, isn't it? The story is brilliant. It's terrifying and brutal and horrible, but utterly brilliant. It is fantastic. It really makes me want to watch like Immortals again, and I can't actually think of another movie that's like around this sort of time period that's like that I've seen that like was really good. I remember Jason and the Argonauts. What about Clash and Wrath of the Titans? Is there any kind of stories about that in this? Who's the main dude wait, who is the main guy in Clash of the Titans? Who was it? I am so excited to check out the next episodes, by the way. Clash of the Titans. Let's have a look. If I just look at cast, it will say, right? Oh, he was Perseus, Zeus, Hades, and like that was who was in it. Okay. Guys, loads of people. Apollo. What about freaking Immortals then? What was Immortals? Immortals came out in 2011. Jesus. I don't remember liking it when I first saw it, but maybe I'd like it. Oh, okay. So Henry Cavill was the main guy. He was Theseus. Okay, and then it's got like Athena and Zeus and Poseidon. All right, so that movie has a lot more. It's got like everybody, Ares, Hercules. Okay, So that movie has a lot more Icarus, like people that we know from this story. The story of Odysseus. Let's have a look. Movie. Is there a movie on this story? There is a 1997 2-episode TV movie aired on NBC called Andri or something like that. Our Home, Finding Ourselves in the Odyssey, 1997. The Odyssey, a mini TV series, 1997. Okay. The Odyssey. Has anyone seen that? Is it good? I love this story so much. I'm like so invested. I'm having the best time watching this. I'm super excited to check out the next 2 episodes. I'm curious to see what is gonna happen. How Odysseus is gonna overcome this. Is he able to turn his men back? Like, what is the story that we are about to see unfold? Is Odysseus ever getting home? And I keep coming back to what he's already had to do, and it's interesting, you know? The start of this story is a crossroads. And we are following the path of Odysseus after making a decision. I find it so interesting that the gods seem to have favored him and liked him and asked him to do something and said it was the right decision. And then it feels like Odysseus was loyal and listened to them, and then they abandoned him or turned against him even. And which I find so curious, because that's almost what it feels like. It feels like the start of this was like, yo, Odysseus, we the gods really would like you to do this. It would make us happy. Well done for doing that, Odysseus. Now we hate you, and we're going to completely fuck up your life. And that's what it feels like. You know? What would have happened if he didn't? Would it have been worse? Is there a story that tells, like, what happens? Do we find out maybe if we continue this journey? Every time I finish these, I just end up being a little bit more terrified, man. Anyway, I'm loving this journey, and I just want to say thank you to every single person who's supporting these videos by liking, subscribing, sharing, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying my reactions as well. I cannot wait to check out the next 2 episodes. I'll make sure their reactions are out within a week. Sorry this one took a couple extra days, but yeah, that's it for me. Halloween kind of messed up my schedule a little bit, but yeah, that's it from me, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed my reaction. Please like the video and subscribe, and hopefully you enjoy hearing my theories and ideas as well, and I guess I'll see you guys in a few days for the next part of this, well, I guess we finished the Circle Saga. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.